Abraham was a friend of God, not only a servant. And when God began to speak to Abraham, Abraham used that opportunity to make intercession. So Abraham didn't think of what God was telling him simply as a statement or a prophetic word. He didn't take that word and walk into Sodom and Gomorrah and say, well, God proclaimed this place is going to be destroyed. No, that's not what Abraham did. Instead, Abraham had a conversation. And this is how God has always worked with us. God has conversations with us. So almost 30 years ago, the Holy Spirit showed me in a dream that they were putting nanotech into food. And since then, I've had many dreams about it. And now people are becoming more and more aware that we are being infused with this stuff from all directions. Air, food, deodorant, makeup, personal care products, things that touch the skin. But the Holy Spirit has also shown me something else, that people will develop ways to get these things out of us. Long before we saw anything about worms inside vials, going into people under false pretense, I had a dream that some guy had something like, I thought it was a magnetic field or something, a tool that he used, and he slowly started at the person's head and read it down the person, and by the time it got to the ankles, there were all kinds of worms there, and they would cut about a 2-inch line, and the worms would come gushing out to escape the magnets or whatever he was using. I don't know what it was, but he just ran something down the body. A few years ago, I saw a guy had actually developed the thing, and he said he was treating Morgellons with it, which is basically the same type of technology as far as I know. A few weeks later, I tried to find him again, and everything about that guy was scrubbed from the internet. So someone developed a technique. And recently I had another dream that there was a type of flower that would help destabilize the nanotech. And that if a person, and this is what they were doing in the dream, were to die for a few moments and then be revived, somehow this also facilitated the purging of the nanotech from the person's body. So people are going to find ways, and there have been other dreams as well about people getting set free from these things. One of the first supersets of dreams Holy Spirit showed me recently about the full plans that they're trying to undertake utilizing this technology showed that I had it inside myself, and that people were surprised to find that they had it. Even people who never received anything during the scam, they were surprised that they still had some. And I'm telling you, it's because it's in more things than vials. Food, and you can look it up now, that they're putting nanotech into spinach in order to track it, that the subcomponents are given different names and that are explained as something different, as a food enhancer or something, but it's not a food enhancer, it's a nanotech. So when you're speaking to God for what God really wants you to understand, and understand that God is going to develop that story, that teaching, that understanding over the years as you continue to grow and walk with Him. This is the man from Modesto, reminding you as always to pray or be defeated.